final word.
The final word.
The final word. Yep.
Get it, baby.
Got the man himself.
Man, it's gonna be a fire show, bro. I'm talking about football, college and beyond. Man, we got heavy hitters on tonight. Man.
Nah, I'm excited about this one because the last time we had no idea, but it went down. He sat down and he just, let's just get it, bro. You know?
Let's get it, man. Shoot, he was an oracle over there, right?
Yeah, man.
Oracle.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Oh, new drop.
Man.
I love it.
Oh, too many of them.
They not like us.
You feel me?
Oh,
You
man,
feel
I'm
me?
gonna have to go get in that bag over there and get that one, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, man. Come on with it.
We got the OC in the house as well. We got JerMichael. How you feeling, JerMichael? How you feeling?
Hey man, I'm living a dream, man. Always.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to talk ball. Can't wait to talk ball with your big brother.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Let's get right.
Because see, I know you go answer some real solid questions for us. Because see, the last time we talked to you, we was going into year one of Mike McCarthy taking over the offense. It's gonna be different year two.
Absolutely, man.
So you go get us ready for year two, because nobody know in Cowboy Nation what year two is like. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk to you about that and more, man. And he also has a son we go feature as well. It's obviously the right thing to do. As we sitting here, obviously wait on the show to begin. Kind of give us some background on your son.
Nah, man, he's an awesome kid, man. Just being a parent to this kid, he's I wouldn't say just because he's my son, 5-star, but man, just just being a parent to this kid, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what he's doing in his future and what he got up his pipeline.
I love it, man. So when the first day he said, "Dad, I got you." When was that first day it happened, man? When did that happen? Oh, it haven't happened yet.
Nah, that joke ain't said. He said, "Actually, Daddy, I'm gonna be better than you." You heard?
Ooh. All right. That's what I like to hear, man.
That's exactly what you want to hear, man. That got to be a special dream, because it obviously a dream for you to play in the NFL, but to then see your son following your footsteps. The same thing, the OC watching his son just. It's a beautiful thing to see that your sons as gladiators, as you was a gladiator, man. That's just dope.
Yeah,
extremely dope.
The final word.
No, they awesome kids, man. I got 5 of them.
Final word.
All of them play ball. All of them athletes to some degree, or just a few.
No, all of them jokers, man. They
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, we finna kick it off, man. The countdown is over with. The show begins in 1 second. Let's go. Let's run it up.
Come on with it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up. Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah.
Sharing is caring.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them 5s, need them 10s, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
That's all we want to do is run it up.
All right.
Come on, huh?
All right, so kicking it off, JerMichael, I'm getting straight into it. You know, going into year 2 of Mike McCarthy's offense, right? You've been through that before. A lot of us, you know, we've been through year 1. I know you ain't gonna know the exact details, but what kind of changes do you see, or what kind of things does Mike McCarthy do to just kind of prepare for people that's trying to adjust?
I think he adjusts as a coach. Once again, what I remember and what I know and what I see now, I'm here in Aledo, Texas, outside of Fort Worth, so I see a ton of Dallas Cowboys games. So I see McCarthy doing the same thing. He's a player's coach. He's a guy that's going to adjust to the system, and he's going to put players in position to succeed. As far as I can say, CeeDee Lamb is somewhat of a dog, right? He makes plays. He's going to put you in places to win. He's going to catch the ball. We call him Mr. Reliable.
Yeah.
So McCarthy's going to go into the game plan and make plays to get CeeDee Lamb the ball. So that's what he do. You know what I mean? He's not going to get a guy the ball that's dropping the ball 75, 80% of the time. So, and that's what he do. He puts you in place to succeed and make plays.
No doubt, man. The last time we spoke, we was talking about, you know, the amount of wide receivers that you had on your team, and you said something with the number north of 5. It was like 6 wide receivers.
Six number ones.
6 number ones that could be there. We looking at it now. Lamb is fighting for his money, right? We got Brandon Cooks. He's in his 2nd season with the Mike McCarthy calling the plays. Now that should be better. And we got a lot of pretty much unknowns, because it's not like what we see with what you guys got. So what you're saying is that basically Mike McCarthy, he will still make the necessary adjustments, right?
But regardless of what you got, Mike McCarthy is going to get the ball and the guys that's making the plays at the time. You know what I mean? Regardless if you got 10 guys as number 1. At the time, we had 6. We had Randall Cobb was on the bottom. We had James Jones, Greg Jennings. We had Jordy Nelson. We had Donald Driver. So at the time, and we had Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback. So at the time, I call it the best receiver corps on turf. But now you got the CeeDee Lamb, and you got the receiver corps and the tight ends that McCarthy has now. I think, and I know, McCarthy's he's going to put these guys in position to win.
That's dope.
Let me ask a quick question, JerMichael, if it's okay. You know, what's your take in your experience from your time in the league on Ezekiel Elliott coming back and having a chance to be that number 1 back? How much gas do you think he has left in the tank? And what's your perspective on Mike McCarthy's bent toward pass versus run? Because I know he's a West Coast guy. He wants to throw the football all over the field. But at certain points, you got to really kind of bite your mouthpiece, so to speak, and you got to be able to run the football. And I mention this because of the playoff game. Dak Prescott didn't get off to a fast start. It would have been really good for the Cowboys to be able to effectively run the ball down Green Bay's throat if they could, to let Dak Prescott settle in and start to make some plays. But anyway, what's your take on all that?
I think it's it's a system where, you know what I mean, Zeke as a running back and as a vet deserves to be here, and I think that's more of a relationship situation. But I think if Zeke can come back and run the ball like he has been, and then the young Zeke and the mid-age Zeke, I think he can have some production here and help McCarthy's offense. Because McCarthy's offense play off the run, McCarthy's offense play off the tight end. So if both of them guys on the same wavelength, I think this offense can be something. So I think it's a plus bringing him back. I think it's a plus having a vet guy in the locker room to help navigate the locker room and help it stay on its P's and Q's.
And I had to slow y'all down because Law started asking you some questions behind the scenes on some of our young tight ends. You already had some stuff on one of the undrafted free agents we had, and you already kind of had your thoughts on. I want you to kind of expound because Law asked. I was like, no, save it for the show. So we want to hear what your thoughts was getting ready to be on Span and some of these tight ends that we have in this room.
I think Span, he has the stretch of the field that McCarthy loves. McCarthy is a connoisseur, not a coach, but a connoisseur. He's a perfectionist, finding a guy that's going to attack the middle of the field and make his run game happen. If you know what I'm saying. He's an offensive guy. He's been around the league for a long time, coaching. So I think he's going to put that young guy in a position to succeed, especially if he can stay injury free.
I did want to just because I've been calling this guy you for the last 2 years, straight up, in terms of his build, in terms of the wiggle in his hips. Because see, you are athletic tight end. You're not a normal tight end. You one of those receiver type tight ends, you know. And since you on the show, I'm gonna ask you straight up: does Mike McCarthy have a type? You know, because I know people say I ain't got no type. No, Mike McCarthy seemed to have a type. I need to hear it from you,
Come
man.
on, bro.
Yeah, come on.
He
Yeah,
has a type. You better be able to get jiggy with it.
yeah.
Don't get his playing and his coaching style as far as being the way he looks and, you know what I mean, a typical, you know what I mean, coach in the National Football League. But Mike McCarthy loves the guy that can make plays, that can make the Sam Backer miss, make the safety miss, and you can match him up on the outside as far as the corner, make him miss. He loves a tight end that can make plays all over the field. And man, I love that guy. And one day, me and Mike will meet again for sure.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed, man. I said that this dude is a clone of yours, man. He just got to work on his hands. That's the only thing. He don't have your hands, but he do have your athleticism to a degree. And hopefully, you know, a lot of times when the defense is playing us, they keep middle field open. And that's because they are trying to either roll coverage or try to have someone over the top on the edge with CeeDee Lamb, or they got that extra spy, or they're trying to bracket cover Brandon Cooks. So the middle field be open, and we need somebody, like you said, with wiggle. Now, there is a guy that wears 87, Jake Ferguson.
Yeah.
Now, Travis Kelce said that that's almost like him all over again. What's your thoughts on Jake Ferg? Can he get busy? Will he be that next guy that can stand tall in this?
I think Ferg is he's a clone. He's a good guy to represent the tight end position. He has the swag, he has the demeanor, the body type to be able to take that hit over the middle. So I think Ferg can get the job done. The thing is just actually going out there and taking them hits. That's what's after blocking and going to take a hit across the middle. You got to be able to navigate and multitask both of them duties.
Certainly. Man.
Well, listen, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna keep it real. This young guy is not JerMichael Finley. I apologize. I mean, the kid has some.
What you mean? Wait.
How
you the voice of keeping it real? Like, how are you the voice of keeping it real? Like, who in the world made you the voice of real? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Y'all always do this.
What you mean we always do this? Man, I've been comping that for 2 years.
Stop reaching. Okay, look, this kid, listen, no offense. Look, I'm sorry. Look, JerMichael, I'm honest, man. I'm an honest person. Look, man, look. He got some wiggle. He showed some good college tape. But he does not have the hands, the speed, or the strength of the man we talking to right now. Let's just be honest.
I ain't say all of it. I'm talking about the...
I'm not saying Listen, wait. I'm not saying that he won't develop. He has a chance to develop. Let's say he has good potential. Let's use the P word, potential, right? That means he could be potentially really good, potentially okay, or potentially really bad. Let's just say that. But the comps on JerMichael, I mean, no offense, no.
There are some comps that align, OC, and you need.
Let's talk in 2 years. Let's talk in 2 years.
I think McCarthy being McCarthy and McCarthy being the guy and the wizard that he is, he's gonna stay and detail this kid up to the nth degree, because McCarthy is one of those guys where he does a walkthrough, he does a install, he does all of these unique things to prepare guys to go out there and be their best. And man, I'm a big advocate and guys developing, but yeah, he got to go across that middle a couple times for sure.
Yeah, you got to come across that middle.
There you go. In other words, that's code word for you got to prove yourself. You got to prove that you can take it. That's what that means.
He's been a contrarian. Bro, you've been a contrarian.
You've been a straight contrarian. I swear when I see you, I'm going to know my place.
He's so big, they gave him so many names. Brevin, Span, Ford. You know, that man got so many names. He's so big over there, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the dude to look out for, because the attention and the focus is going to be on Jake Ferguson. Now, I don't know if Mike McCarthy in this particular system will line up a lot in 12 personnel, but we can get back to 12 personnel, because here's the reason why.
Facts.
Here's the reason why. We got Tyler Guyton, who's going to be very wet behind the ear, very green. So we're going to have a tight end to chip and then release. My guy, JerMichael, Finley, talk to me about chip and release game, because I need to be educated on that from a tight end perspective.
I like that. I like that, Law, man. The chip and release game, it gives you an extra protect on the line of scrimmage, as far as if it's on the blind side, if it's on the front side. And then your chip and release is a guy that can catch the ball. If Aaron Rodgers got in a little trouble, a chip and release, he can dump it off, and that guy can still get yards after the catch. You get what I'm saying? So McCarthy is a guy that's going to put two set tight ends on the field that can get yak. Yak is yards after the catch. So I think you're going to see a lot of double set tight end in McCarthy's game plan this year.
Ooh,
if I know him right, if he's got 1.5 guys, he's gonna put 2 tight ends on the field.
So little 12 personnel out there, because I'm old enough to remember, man, these tight ends from Green Bay, man, they hurt our heart, man. And another guy, you showed a picture, the dude named Cook, Jared Cook. I said, God dog, man. If we can, now it's time for us to have that, you know.
Yeah, it's time for us to have that.
McCarthy is a guy. He's going to go out and get you the middle of the field. He's going to go out and get you the big athletic guys. So I was a Cowboy fan back in the Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin days. So I'm back there now with McCarthy. I'm a big Cowboys fan. So
that's what's up.
Success.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Novacek, man. Come on.
So,
straight up.
So you official one of us.
Oh no, hold on.
Come on.
No, I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna bring you all the way in there. You kind of hit. You grew up a fan, so we gotta bring you back.
Gotta bring you in with the silver blue, man.
Yeah,
all right, we know you got the ring in green.
You can't bring me out. Hey, McCarthy is my guy. So
there we go.
McCarthy's your guy.
So,
yeah.
Law had a vision. I want to run this by you, and I'm gonna stand with Law vision on this. You a Super Bowl winner, right?
Yes, sir.
We talked ball with you, and you was just outstanding. Like, we didn't know you when we first met you, but we fully jived, and everything you said was poetic. Like, for real. Yeah. I'm gonna show some clips of some of the stuff he predicted that he was like.
The Oracle.
How in the world, Law told me this before the show, how in the world could it be possible to try to get you back in the building to help the tight end room some kind of way? What's your thoughts on that?
Man, my thoughts, man. I just, you know what I mean? I'm enjoying life, man. I live a good life. Like I said, I got 5 boys of my own. So just being really consultant for these guys. International Football League. or in the NCAA, the college level, and just really just navigate these guys through the game and really how to play the game right, especially in the tight end room. And just
so from a mentor standpoint, would that be something you would be interested in, like a mentor?
A 1,000,000%, man. It'll be I'm 45 minutes from Frisco, man, and I think it'll pan out and work out really well in my life right now.
Boom. Let's go with it, man, because I'm just looking at it. It makes a lot of sense because we got a guy named John Stevens on this team.
Right.
He's the bigger, taller target type of tight end. He's more like the Jerry Cooks of the Green Bay Packers side of it. But, then we got the Brevin Spann. I think that with somebody with your pedigree, somebody that can walk in and just take his ring off and put it on the table, that they got no choice but to listen because that's what the Cowboys been missing. Now, keep this in mind. I ain't trying to rhyme for y'all, but it just goes like this, man. The Green Bay Packers, man, I've been having nightmares. 2014, I can't forget. 2016, I can't forget. And then just last season, I can't forget the Green Bay Packers. At this point, man, y'all owe us something, man. Come on. You owe me something, man. Come on over here with the silver and blue and come on out here and get rid of this.
I know, besides that Dez catching the ball or Dez not catching the ball, every time we came indoor to AT&T Stadium, that was like a treat because the Lambeau Field it's cold as heck down there. So we get indoors, we go crazy.
Yeah, it goes crazy. So I'm only mad at it is because y'all will beat us and don't do nothing with it. Y'all don't do nothing with it. So that's why I'm mad. So why beat us and then lose the next week,
I got to hit your button for that, Law. I got to hit your button.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's my boy.
Remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
That's my boy. Go ahead.
That's a good one, Law.
Hey, man.
I know. The thing is, you are totally right about that. We done it multiple years, but once we left out that era of the best receiving core on turf, as far as last year, we beat you guys, and then after that, we get our butts spanked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never like the second gear, the second level of execution. It's just a hump we probably got to get over. Hopefully, them guys get over it this year.
Yeah, just got to get to the next level, man.
OC, you have something?
What you got, the OC?
Yeah, no, I really wanted to get your take on the different types of tight ends, right? Because you got like tight ends that are more blocking tight ends. You got tight ends that are hybrid tight ends. And so on the Cowboys organization right now, like in terms of the room, right? Like how would you categorize the types and the styles of the tight ends that we currently have?
I think it's similar. I'm going to just be honest. It's similar to what Belichick was building in New England with the double set tight end. He had, not to bring it up, not to bring up old memories, but he had the Gronkowski and the Hernandez situation. And just be honest. You know what I mean? He had it was a lot of moving pieces in the offense. He could have messed you up in the backfield with White. He could have messed you up on the outside and blow the top off of it. But like I said, if you got two guys that's attacking the middle of the field, your offense will click like a fine old machine.
Yeah,
and you know what? I really do like what you said, going back to that Patriots days, because that's what he did with Aaron and Gronkowski. He would run these guys on seam routes, like straight up the middle of the field. Or one would run a seam, one would run, a corner, or whatever the case might be.
And then sorry to cut you off. But then he used Hernandez for that guy that's going he's gonna give you the wiggle. You feel what I'm saying?
The wiggle.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So who would be okay, so we got Ferguson. In your opinion right now today, who would be the other guy on our team that could do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would be the other tight end?
Because I really
think it's gonna be your youngster. The youngster you just got. I think you develop him, let Spam get some time, game situation, get some time of dogging him out. Dogging him out meaning like treat him like a vet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pressure on him. supply pressure and make him show up now. I think the International Football League needs to put more pressure on these young guys because money is more money involved. So guess what?
Yeah.
More money, problems. So guess what? That's supply pressure. So I think with Spam, supply some more pressure on.
God.
Yeah. So when you're talking about that, I just don't see, and I'm not beating up Luke Schoonmaker. I'm just not going to continue to run him on a whip route or where he got to stop his feet and then turn, because he's not that dude like that. Now, He is a bigger target body of a tight end, but I just see that if you want to flex it the way Mike McCarthy like it, you're going to go with the ideology of Brevin Spann mixed in with Ferguson, or you're going to go with the
John
That's how you go. Or it's John Stevens.
And the thing is, you guys are going to see this year. It's going to be McCarthy over there. He's dialing up all types of crap. You know what I mean? He's in the playbook. I guarantee he's focused on the middle of the field and dialing in how to get them guys open. And man, I'm really excited to see another year on the McCarthy show with that star inside his helmet to see what he does, because he's got a lot of doubters, and I'm excited about seeing him do his magic.
Speaking of doubters,
I was going to say what you just said about Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
A lot of people speculate that this is Mike McCarthy's last year. Do you feel this is last year in Dallas? If they don't win something.
Oh, yeah. No, it shouldn't be, though. There you go. Hold on. Yeah. This is his first year.
it should be his first year.
It shouldn't be if they let him run the offense.
There we go.
Man.
Y'all hear?
But the team don't win. Guess who goes first? That's the head coach.
Yeah.
He goes first.
It show you. So speaking of doubters, and see, you was one of the first ones to really, because we hearing this, it was loud against Mike McCarthy. You was one of the few that was on the right side of it.
Yeah.
And I was, man. I just know what the game entails, know what the game wants, know what the game looking for. Mike McCarthy stayed out the game for what, a year, 2, 3, whatever he stayed out the game for. I just think he's the new age guy for the offense. Guys want to blow the top off and score a lot of points. McCarthy is that guy. I think if the Dallas Cowboys keep him, that's a plus, because you can't go find him in Walmart. You can't go find McCarthy anywhere. I promise you that.
Right.
Ooh. All right.
I'm telling you.
Now, I want to bring up one more thing real quick. That was kind of in line. I think it was the OC Allow that asked this question. So we gonna bring up some of these old clips, but it was perfect.
Now, we lost Zeke, and now we got 3 running backs that are coming in. Is our running game. Do you see it being a struggle? Well, I think we were talking about Tony Pollard. We were talking about with Tony Pollard.
Ronald Jones, Deuce Vaughn.
Wait, what's this face right there? Wait.
It's gonna be ugly.
And you was right, because what we was missing, we got Mark Holmes in the building. What's up, Mark Holmes?
Salute.
Yeah, but you was right, because we was missing on them points. We was missing on. Let me let
Ronald Jones.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna let you finish.
Nah, you're good. You gotta have guys that's gonna pound the ball and get you that at least a nickel. You know what I mean? If it's not a nickel, give me a little bit more. But other than that, I don't think that Mike McCarthy offense had that. I think you got to be able to penetrate a little bit to give on the routes that McCarthy creates in the game plan.
Yeah, because you spoke about that. Go ahead.
Let me be real honest about something. No, sorry, but just real quick, I know that Zeke still got enough in the tank to give you some short yardage and score. In the red zone, in my opinion, right? But in terms of our movement and in terms of like the other running backs on the team, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I don't think it's enough. I think we need a little bit more because of the length of the season and because of the grind of the season. What's your take on that? Should the Cowboys, in your opinion, maybe be more aggressive in free agency? I mean, how do you see it?
I think with McCarthy and the way he runs his business, the way he runs you know what I mean, the organization and what he does is, I think he can work with what he has. He's one of those guys, man. He's an Andy Reid type of guy. I'm not giving him anything he worked for, but he's an Andy Reid. He can, anything you give him in the building, he's going to dice it up and make it happen.
Okay.
I believe in this guy that much, and I'm not blowing smoke up nobody's butt or nothing like that. It's just Mike McCarthy has proven to me and shown me that he's a hell of a coach.
Yeah. And this is the second year that he don't have his back against the wall as it relates to being on the offensive side. We knew, man, come on. You saw the offense before he started calling plays. We had a different philosophy, right? You know, he had Kellen Moore.
You're in a whole different spectrum. Like,
so go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he has made this Dallas Cowboys team to, you know what I mean, having life. Where I'm in the city, so I look at the news and I see all the Dallas Cowboys like, oh, it's another year of promises.
Yeah.
And now you got Mike McCarthy here, my guy. I'm like, dang, they talking about my guy like that. Say if you keep him and you let him be a coach, and the CEO or whoever overlooking all of this stuff, let him facilitate the football field, you're gonna win.
Let him cook, as they say. Let him cook. I was going to say this though. You was there the first year that Aaron Rodgers was given the keys, right? You wasn't there because Brett Favre left that year. So you was there the first year.
He left Brett Favre left in OTAs and all of that. So I was there at the beginning, first quarter.
You was there at the first beginning. So talk to me a little bit about Mike McCarthy being his quarterback whisperer, being able to help elevate the quarterback to the next level. Because right now, and this is a little controversy though, I'm gonna throw this out there.
Yeah,
there's two quarterbacks, man. Two quarterbacks that a lot of people been talking about: Trey Lance and Dak Prescott. Talk to me, man. What's going on with that?
I think Lance is not ready. I think they should stick with Dak for sure. As far as that, it's a lot of development. It's a lot of game situation. It's a lot goes into being starting quarterback in the National Football League. It's just not, here you go, you done work. I mean, you done been a first rounder, you done this, as far as Trey Lance, and here you go, you get the keys. I think Dak has proven to the world that he's a starting quarterback, and I think he deserves to ride this out. And he's a playmaker, man. I think Dak is one of those guys. He's a gridiron guy. He's going to give you everything he's worth and what he's got.
Real quick, the perfect segue to this.
Let me ask you, how's his play calling going to help Dak?
Tremendously, man. He, like I said, he didn't make Aaron Rodgers, but he put Aaron Rodgers in place to be successful.
He put him in a position to win.
Absolutely. And he was the guy that recruited Aaron Rodgers when he was the offensive coordinator for San Francisco.
Right.
And they passed up on Ron Rodgers. Y'all remember that?
Right.
So
that's why he said he'll never play there.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. And him and McCarthy kind of, I don't know if they bump heads or not, but they
who doesn't bump head with Aaron Rodgers?
McCarthy is a guy that you want to play for.
Right.
And I think, not saying Jerry Jones is taking over all the things, but we do have eyes, and I do see.
Okay.
If Jerry Jones sit back
and get out of it.
I'm an owner.
Okay.
I'm an owner right now.
And let McCarthy do his thing, I think McCarthy will be a Super Bowl contender.
Man.
Damn.
Man. And Aaron Rodgers later that year confirmed what you were saying.
Same time.
Well, I think that's a great question. I mean, first I want to talk about Dak because he's become one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. I've watched more football this year than any other year because in normal years you're getting ready for a game, so you're never watching football, right? And
I ain't gonna play the whole clip, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? When you got Aaron Rodgers say Dak Prescott has become one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch, and you said last year you got to be real smart to deal with Mike McCarthy.
You do. You got to be one of those guys to be able to audible. If you see a linebacker come up, you got to be able to replace the linebacker with the ball.
I remember you said that.
You heard me?
Oh, yeah.
And you just got to be able to do them type of things in Mike McCarthy's offense. And that's what that entails. And so that's what makes his offense special. That's what makes his offense click. And that's why in 2010 we won that Super Bowl, because of Mike McCarthy.
OC. Yes.
No, man. I look. I just feel like that Mike McCarthy is really a savant in terms of schemes. And I mean, you saw him go from power to spread to trips to tight trips to wide trips. You've seen him do a lot of different nuanced stuff. And no doubt about his capability and his IQ. And Dak Prescott is the man. And I just think he should probably get a lot more respect than what he does get in terms of his play and his IQ. And I mean, the Trey Lance, he's a backup quarterback. No offense. This is a non-conversation, in my opinion. But I'm just interested to see what new wrinkles. And this is a question for you, JerMichael.
Yeah.
What new wrinkles? We talk about a CeeDee Lamb, right? And it's been rumblings that we need a stronger number 2 wide receiver, right? Because we got CeeDee Lamb, we got Brandon Cook, and then we got the other young guys, right, that we're trying to develop. Like, how does Mike McCarthy manage a CeeDee Lamb? And how does he put him in position to still be successful in the same way that he was last year?
Oh, man. CeeDee Lamb he's a Mike McCarthy's dream. He's a dream come true for a coach like Mike McCarthy. I think Mike will put CeeDee in position to make plays all over the field. I think as far as being a receiver in Mike McCarthy's offense, I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be one, if not the highest, and get the most finances in the National Football, because Mike McCarthy will make sure he make plays all over the field. He will be the best Cowboy receiver of all time. No doubt. In Mike McCarthy's offense.
Hey, no doubt, man. Hey, y'all heard it, man, from my guy. Let's get it.
First. You heard it here.
You heard it here, man. Good.
And I really do believe
better than Michael Irvin, Dez Bryant, and whoever came through the Dallas Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is the all-time best Cowboy, I'm telling y'all. And Mike McCarthy's offense, though.
Mike McCarthy's offense, man. Shoot.
I'm telling y'all.
Hey, he had it. He had it last year. No Cowboy receiver caught the amount of yards in that.
He was getting fed, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's just that, man, when that Green Bay Packer game came in the postseason.
If you catch the ball in Mike McCarthy's offense, you finna see it week in and week out. You're gonna get tired of seeing that pig skin. Because Mike McCarthy gonna feed it to you.
Man, how you doing on time? How you doing on time? You cool?
Oh yeah. I got like a little yoga session here in like 5 minutes, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna get real quick to my question. We gonna let you out here and give you the final words. You watch the Cowboys. You grew up a Cowboys fan. You stand in Frisco. You in the city. What's gonna make Dallas get over the hump?
I think them inserting. I think you take out the prima donna perspective on the Cowboys. I think you take out if you want to say quote unquote, the national team, the America's team. Take that all the way out. You know what I mean? I think everybody just come out and play football. I think you buy into the McCarthy way right now. Just being honest. I know I've been harping on McCarthy and this and that. He just proved it to me. And I wouldn't say a knucklehead. I came from a Texas football where football was all we had. I came and played at the University of Texas. I went to Green Bay. And McCarthy he's one of them iconic coaches that, like I said, you can't find in Walmart. I think the Dallas Cowboys need to buy into what he's feeding, man. I really do. I see the press conferences. I see all the things that go on in the city. I think McCarthy is the guy that he needs to be the leader of that train.
Man, so you saying basically 4 more years, man. Hey, Mike McCarthy, Come on, man. 4 more years, Jerry Jones. Pay him. 4 more years.
It should be a ring in the city here pretty soon.
Oh, all right. So
and like I said, I Green Bay. That's why I was bred at and had my career. But big time McCarthy fan, childhood, diehard Cowboys fan. So
customary, we give you the final words. What's your final thoughts before you start your yoga session? And then, Lau, I know you want to say something real quick.
I think especially for the young tight ends and the young guys they got on the team, and the guys stepping into that star as far as playing with the Green Bay Packers. I think seize the moment. Don't take this for granted. Go in and go get it, and take every day, every snap, every moment to get teach, to talk. I think you take it and run with it.
Man, thank you, man. Enjoyed it as always. Can't wait till the next time.
Yes, sir.
JerMichael. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, JerMichael, man. I'll contact you, man, a little later on, man, and maybe we get you live in the studio and we'll talk some more ball for you, man, with you, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I got you, bro. Hit me up.
Will do.
That's dope. Man. As I know he was gonna bring it, man. He always.
Oh
does,
yeah,
man.
He brought it all, man. The kitchen sink and everything, man. My biggest takeaway is how he tells us, man, straight up, that Mike McCarthy is a football guy that can figure out ways, man, to make that food taste good. You ever seen like the back in the days, man? It's like you go in the kitchen, ain't nothing there to eat, but all of a sudden, mom and them, they figure out a full menu of food and all of that stuff. I think that's who Mike McCarthy been. He been survival mode, even though, he had Kellen Moore in his back pocket doing this and doing that. And then all of a sudden, when you cut Kellen Moore loose, and now he got the full reign of everything, then we saw Dak Prescott become an all-pro, right? We saw the offense look like it was something special down that stretch. So the only missing thing that we need now on offense is run game. Like what he said earlier, can a running back at least give me a nickel, right? Can you give me 5?
Yeah. He was saying we was missing 5. That last year.
Yeah.
He said that last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said y'all got, y'all really without Zeke don't have that 2-point. That he was saying that. He was saying you gotta have that guy that can get that tough yard. Yeah. So now, OC, you have something real quick?
No, man. I'm gonna let y'all land this plane here in a second. I gotta bounce, but no, I think JerMichael is absolutely right. I just think that the Cowboys need a little bit more help in the running back room, because I think that you put yourself at a disadvantage long term if you only have to ride Zeke. So I'm just interested to see what the Cowboys do with that particular position. I do think they have enough to work with in terms of competition with the tight end and the wide receiver room, that basically somebody will emerge, right? It'll be somebody that emerges that proves that they are the guy that deserves the snaps or deserves the passes at tight end and wide receiver. The only question I got is about that running back room. That's kind of a little iffy part with me. But otherwise, man, I think the Cowboys are in pretty good shape, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, that boy laid it out, though. It's so hard, boss, man. It's so hard, though, to even see the running backs, because, hell, you and I and boss, we'll look good at running back right now. If they put the helmet and pads on us, because there's no contact, right? There's no hitting, and everything is going to be vanilla. So we won't know until preseason 1, and then that's even vanilla. So we definitely would not know until week 1 what this running back by committee is all going to look like and these sorts of things. And the people that need the reps, we're not going to give Zeke the reps in preseason. We're going to check out Malik Davis. We're going to check out Rico, and we're going to hope that Rico don't get hurt, right? And we're going to see what Nate P can do, and Tiny Deuce Vaughn. So, yeah, I agree. The running back room is the most fragile room that we have, because we don't know.
Man, I'm gonna just kind of recapping just the things that he talked about.
Okay.
One thing, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Sometimes it's just hard for me to hold my composure. I know people want us law to be super buttoned up and super professional at all times, and conduct yourself like a journalist. Man, when he started talking about Grunt and Hernandez, and I was doing a show on it tomorrow, how do you not contain your excitement when JerMichael confirms what you think you seeing? You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because I was gonna do a show on the tight ends tomorrow. I've been telling people I was gonna come out with this show that was gonna shock people. Basically saying that Mike McCarthy has a type, but it's not bad. He gonna use all of them, right? There's room for Jake. There's room for Stevens. There's room for Span. Luke might even do something if he take a step up. I'm not out on him yet. He was a rookie, so we got to give him a chance too. But I saw the vision, bro. I saw the vision to where Mike McCarthy seems to be rewinding time and building us into a quality 12 team. 12 personnel team. And for people who don't understand, that's where you have one running back, 2 tight ends. And if people really look at it, I want to get your thoughts on this. Go look at next gen stats, everybody, where they show the separation per target. Go look and see who actually getting the most separation right now in the league. It's mostly tight ends.
Okay. I'm going to have to look at that. You gave me a homework assignment.
I swear.
When we was talking, I was going to throw this in, but I had to scoot around and get out. Yeah. But I was going to throw this in, and then when I came back, I lost my train of thought because I wanted to ask him, basically, teams don't load the box up for us, right? Because there was no threat or fear of the run. And I was going to see how, if some of those packages, for sure, you played on the defensive side of the coin, is when you see that 12 or that 13 personnel, you're not going to go in that quarters defense.
No,
you're not going to go with light box because they can get you up out of there.
Yep.
And but you got to have the weaponry in order to do that. People didn't fear Luke Schoonmaker last year. And all of the body type stuff, I get it. Jake Ferguson, he can cook. The dude John Stevens, he can get busy with it if healthy. And then on top of that, Brevin spanned forward. But it was another guy who fell off the map last season. And I didn't get a chance to bring up his name. Peyton Hendershot.
Yep.
Who basically we got to give him a little grace and mercy because keep in mind, last year when you installing a new offense, it's difficult for these guys to pick up. I'm not saying, hey, he get a pass, but what if he all of a sudden shows up this offseason in training camp, and now you got all of these tight ends that can get busy in the middle of the field?
I got it right here, man. If I say it, I'm going to prove it, bro.
Oh, yeah. All right. I love it. All
right. So we're going to take a close look at this real quick. All right. So if you look at the wide receivers right here, they had the separations, right? So anything over 2.6 is very good. Okay. Very good. CeeDee Lamb is 2.6. So if we go down to tight ends, George Kittle, 3.3. All right. Yeah. Travis Kelce, 3.7. Evan Ingram, 3.4. TJ Hawkinson, 3.1.
God dog.
You see what I'm saying? So when you look at a lot of these tight ends, look at the Sam Laporte, 3.4. Yeah. David Njoku, 3.5. So Trey McBride,
people don't understand how big 3 yards is.
Yes,
3.5, and I'm gonna tell you, it's when you see it, like you also when you go down that list, you also seeing creativity from the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
In 2022, we were the dead last team in average yards of separation, right? Oh. So for us to have any players on this list, Ferg, what is that? Don't tell me that's 5.5 for Ferg.
No, Ferg is 3.3.
Okay, but that's still good. He
got more separation than CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks.
And here's the reason why I'm gonna break this down. You got you got mismatch opportunities.
That's
when you
it.
put a linebacker
That's it.
on a Ferg,
That's
or
it.
what we really want Brevin Spann, if he could kill the linebacker and force these boys to get into those safety looks, to be covering then guess what you do? You run the ball when you have the light body. So that's all really I want to tell people. That's all what Travis Kelce and them do.
Facts.
When they catch you in personnel issues all the time. So you scratching your head. Do I keep a linebacker on Travis? Oh, no, this linebacker getting cooked. So let me go ahead and move an extra safety in. And then all of a sudden you seeing the running back averaging more than 2.1 yards per toe. See,
that's why I really hope people really was seeing the details of what he was saying. It was very hard for me to hold my excitement back as he was really breaking down what he's anticipating Mike McCarthy to do. So, like, when JerMichael Finley is talking ball, you got to really lock in, because I'm telling you, I mean, Law experienced this last year because we met him last year, and he was way ahead. Think about how opposite he was of the mainstream media. Everybody was calling Mike McCarthy a dinosaur. Yeah. Right? And he was way ahead to what was getting ready to happen with Dak, what we needed in the running game, what was going to happen with the West Coast. When Mike McCarthy was saying he was going to run the ball, what did he say? He said, nah.
He made that face.
Yeah, he going to throw that ball. And what did he end up doing? He came out throwing. He was passing to run the ball. Like, so this is one of those things that he clued us in, is that likely tight end is coming.
Yeah.
I think he's right. That's gonna be Mike McCarthy's big change from 2023. That's gonna be the curveball for people that's trying to scheme against what we was doing last year. Because I got something else for you.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's my only hope.
Yeah.
When I look back at tapes of Royce Freeman.
Yeah.
He's a downhill runner, and you can't just arm tackle him.
Right.
That's what I love. You ain't gonna just stick your arm out there, because he gonna barrel down, and and he's gonna run over that little arm. He gonna lower the helmet, and we need that. We had a lot of nails and no hammers last season.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the nails that we had, but we just needed that one hammer. Rico can give you some punishment, but I stood side by side with Rico, and he wasn't no big dude, And I'm not saying that, hey, the way and the style and caliber of how Rico ran wasn't aggressive, but it wasn't like, hey, making that safety or making that linebacker say, hey, we got to make sure it's going to be a tackle and rally party. They wasn't afraid of the run last season. Right. If we can just put that inch of fear of the run back on the table, that opened up play action. That opened up even more of an explosive offense. And I'm quite sure it can happen now that we're going into the second season with Mike McCarthy calling these plays.
Love it, Law. Real quick, do you have some super chats over there?
Let's see. Appreciate everybody, man, for this these type of episodes.
And while y'all pulling up your super chats, I want to advertise some stuff that we got coming. Next week we got a fireball coming. Nick Harris hit me up with the say less. I'm in the building. So man, Nick is a very good dude, humble guy. Yeah. So we gonna get to talk to that guy that's really been growing like faster than lightning at .com. Obviously doing a really, really good job asking really, really good questions. So we got him coming.
No. You're lying, bro. You're lying. He ain't doing a good job at all, bro. He doing a great job.
Yeah, he killing it, man. So
yeah,
the insight we go get out of him is also go to another level, because what we doing here at the Final Word as we getting your super chats ready, we try to prepare y'all for training camp. And, now that these people done went through the OTAs, the mini camps, and all that kind of stuff, we get to slow cook. We get to really talk to JerMichael Finley. We get to really talk to Nick Harris. And we got Chill coming,
Yeah.
So Chill is coming. We also got Michael Gelkin coming. So, this is finna be one of those, things again where we really trying to do a good job of bringing y'all the biggest and the best insiders that we can to really have you really ready. No days off, Law.
No days off at all, man. And on top of that, I got my first super chat and my one and only super chat. Saiton, he says two tight end sets with running game need to be identity of this offense. And Saiton is 1,000,000%. If we have any chance or any hope of winning this season and plus in the postseason, we're going to have two tight end sets, and we're going to have the ability to run the ball as our identity, because we got a very green guy that's going to be on that left tackle side, Tyler Guyton.
Well said.
We look, as much as a lot of people dog the Ezekiel Elliott pickup, I seen Ezekiel Elliott do some rib checks, man. I seen him get them ribs in there and then release to the backfield or the sideline or the flat. I seen Ezekiel Elliott stick his pre-pause, he stick his head in there, right, to pick up the A-gap blitzer or the B-gap blitzer. There was a game last season. Remember, everybody was doing, Brian Baldinger and all of those boys were doing their film breakdown, and they said, well, why Dak didn't go there? And I said, look back and look what Tony Pollard did. Tony was like, shoot, Tony checked out of that block. And he said he made it like, hey, I got to go to the flat. No, number one priority is to keep your quarterback upright. You got to stand in there, man, and swat down and stick your head down in there and take that blow.
Big time in the house.
Zeke lived for that.
Yeah.
Zeke lived for that 1 or 2 yards at the goal line. He lived for that. And if he can't do it, Roy's going to do it. That Royce Freeman, man, I want y'all to take a look at that big brother, bro, who I'm telling you. So I just hope that we bring that back to the table. Saiton is 1,000,000% right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good shoe.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
So,
yeah.
Super chat from Amp. He said, so did our run game suffer under Kellen because he was reluctant to press the middle of the field? Yeah.
I would say that, and plus that's a twofold thing, because Kellen wasn't here last year, and I know that some people gonna look at that and say, well, Kellen wasn't here. Well, we still didn't have the personnel last season. I think that, far as Mike McCarthy, he did a wonderful job on creating more yards of separation. He did a wonderful job of getting CeeDee Lamb involved into this game. Far as from an offensive perspective, he did a great job on getting Dak Prescott comfortable. But it took him damn near 6.5 weeks to do that.
Yeah.
So now when you listen to the press conference, they already saying, hey, we're no longer doing installments. We doing matchup identity. We already got the installment piece together. There's no more install.
Last year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was last year install. So right. Now I think that the offense is going to be a tick higher, and they already going to know what to do in certain situations.
Yeah, they going to be faster, and no knock to Trey Lance, but we also, he gave his opinion on Dak versus Lance. And I know it's a lot of people hoping for Lance, and I hope Lance does well too. But some things take time. We can't rush Trey Lance because we mad at Dak.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I see a lot of people doing. They don't believe Dak can get it done in the playoffs, but it's also making us, in my opinion, too aggressive for Trey Lance. To where we just kind of over hoping. Like, he need time too. Like, keep in mind that he didn't play no real football for a whole year. Mm-hmm. So, Law and I was saying the last time, I'm expect some rust. It might take him 1 or 2 bad preseasons before he really get in groove. He don't got that much time, but to me, that's being realistic. And I think JerMichael was saying that too. So.
Yeah, he said it right off the jump that it's gonna take some time, and quarterback position is not an easy one, and a lot of people, they will look at certain quarterbacks that goes into a system that's already well oiled for them, and they say, well, look at that quarterback. But historically speaking, quarterbacks normally would take 4 or 5 years under development. So now we even looking at this situation, we got to remove what Trey Lance to learn in his first few years with 49ers land and look at it as if, though, this is his second season.
Right.
Under Mike McCarthy.
Right.
And
that's
one
fair.
can argue he wasn't out here during training camp in Oxnard. Remember,
Yes.
he came after all of the cuts. So this guy's still picking up the playbook and understanding. Now, the whole part of him becoming a mastery of this system is Mike McCarthy trying to put hope and install trust into this kid, because it's going to be a lot on the table for him, and everything is going to be hyped for every completed pass that he does, and everything is going to be swept under the rug for every incomplete pass, because many people are so willing to get Dak Prescott out of the building, and people fail to realize what we got out of Dak right now. It's not easy doing those things. But right now, boss, they think any quarterback can do that. That's what they saying.
That's exactly what they're saying. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and I think big time, what's up, big time? He said the fan base has pumped up Lance. Football people know what and where Lance place really is. Yeah, I mean, I'm still open-minded, but for Lightning to strike 3 times, Romo, Dak, then Trey Lance, all of them come out that you didn't expect, man. That's just too much lightning, bro. At some point, somebody not gonna be what you thought it was. It's just what it is.
Yeah, but this is what I would not allow on my watch. It's for that kid not to go through his growing pains.
Yeah, he deserve it.
He deserve it. So when he in practice and he gonna throw those INTs, look, man, you supposed to do that. You know, if he gonna have just practice, man. If he in preseason and if he look a little jittery on his first game, let him go through that. You know, because Cowboy fans, we are so anxious. You know, Genuine ain't got nothing on us with that, because we really want everybody to be a Roger Staubach, right? Everybody, we wanted them to be Troy Aikman. And Troy Aikman and Roger, they wasn't those dudes. Roger Staubach wasn't Roger Staubach without TD, right? And Troy wasn't Troy without Emmett and without Michael Irvin, without that great 5 offensive line. But we always go to the extreme levels of wanting these guys to be those guys they want.
The last one is better.
So we got a super chat from my little weed. He say, "Go Cowboys! Appreciate the 420."
Appreciate you, man.
I bet he got the best. And then my boy D Shift said, "Best unit: DEs, DBs, linebackers, DTs, or safety. Who run defense? The best unit."
On his team, the best unit. Is he asking us who's the best unit on his team?
I think that's what he's doing, because he got a question. I'm thinking that's what he's saying. And it looked like it's the defense. To me, it's between the defensive ends and the corners. Potentially the safeties.
When he put DBs, I classify them all as that, you know.
Yeah.
But if you want to split it up to cornerbacks and safeties, I get it, you know.
Because, see, we thinking Micah Parsons with Tank, and the 4-3 defense fit Tank.
Yeah.
So we know it's not
I can
the
tell us
DCs.
our weakest unit, man.
Yeah, I can tell you our weakest unit.
Yeah. Just like that. It's snappy, just like that.
Yeah.
I can tell y'all my surprise would be that our weakness last season would be our strength. Even though it might not be our best unit, it's linebackers.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I knew you was
think
doing.
That, yeah. I think that's going to happen, and you got to put a slash on Michael Parsons. He's a DE slash linebacker, because I think that on first and second downs you still may get him at linebacker, and then on third down you may get him on the edge. I don't know how Zim is going to release him, but it could be that, or it could be vice versa. They could switch it and let him play a linebacker on third downs, but on first and second downs he's edging. You know, I don't know. It's just depending on. Look, we getting true football stuff, man. Mike Zim said he's going to do strategy, and whatever they try to take away, he's going to exploit that and have somebody else to play elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit back and say every game Parsons is going to be on that edge. That's too predictable.
Yeah.
With somebody of that kind of caliber of talent.
That's a hard question, and that's good that it's hard to answer, right?
Right.
That's a good problem, because my boy landlord said corners easily. It could be the safeties. It could be, like, for real. It could be. Like, it's just if they can get, and I don't want Law, and I love how you said, man, I don't like skin cornbread.
I don't like light-skinned cornbread, man. Brown mine's just a little bit. Hey, put it back in there, man. Put that Drake cornbread back in there, man. I don't want no Drake cornbread, you know what I'm saying? Light-skinned Keisha, who she really ain't light-skinned. I don't want that. You know, I want my cornbread to be a little hard and dark a little bit, you know.
Man. So, like,
them pinto beans hit different, though. You eat pinto beans?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Some cornbread, some pinto beans. Woo!
And what you say is say with his dark skin, with that corn, yeah, it's gonna soften right once it hits the beans.
Soften,
you know what I'm saying? With his that light skin cornbread in.
Rice, man, come on, man.
The last one was better.
We don't want that.
Beans come home.
Yeah, what we got?
I got beans and bologna.
Yay!
The last one is better.
Yeah, the last one is better, man. Nah, we got to go with the dark skin. So I said that to say some people go think we talking racial. So let's be clear, we're not. We talking about a metaphor about the defense not being complete until you get the defensive tackle. You know,
yeah.
So this is what he mean by light skin. You know, it's not cooked yet. It's not, you know, we need to have this defense fully cooked. And until you get them shoes, yeah, it's light skin, it's Drake cornbread. It really is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Char mine just a little.
yeah.
Put some butter on it, man. Put some butter on it, make it, you know, go well with you know. Yeah.
So, hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get my final words, man. I'm excited about what we just heard from JerMichael, man. I'm very excited. As always, he's a fantastic interview. I hope that he some kind of way end up helping Mike McCarthy and mentoring the tight ends, like he said. That was a very good idea about Law. That was something that Law been pushing behind the scenes. I would really hope to see somebody that is connected to Mike McCarthy, that won a Super Bowl, played big in big moments, could also be that same guy that can help mentor. Because like he said, he was honest. He got some things going on where his first thing's gonna be first, which is gonna be his sons.
Yeah.
Right. But he still was putting it out there very obviously that he wants to have a hand with Mike McCarthy. You know.
Yeah.
So I just hope all that happens. And I really hope that what he said and this clue that he gave, that he think Mike McCarthy finna go more 12, I sure hope he right on that, because it makes sense, especially when you look at the average separation per target, the new trend with the tight ends winning more and more and more, getting more and more mismatches, and you have the type of guys that make sense. You have guys that truly make sense. You got your guy that does it all in Jake Ferguson, sure-handed, tough guy, but you also have your wiggle guys. You got your athletic guys. You got your guys, they're young, they're going to develop, but they're well-rounded when you look at them as a unit. So my final words, I'm very excited, man, of just not this interview, but all the interviews with this one coming. That's my final word, man. We getting ready to get everybody ready for training camp. Here we go.
No doubt, man. That was a dynamite show, you know. And the next person we're gonna have to get somebody trainer on. You know, we're gonna try to get CD Lamb trainer on too, bro.
That's a good idea, bro. We need to get some of these trainers on.
Yeah. Since he trained with CD Lamb and everything, Del Fonte, man, I'm calling you out, bro. because you hit me up the other day. So let's bring him on after we go through all of this setup.
Yeah.
But what I want to tell people here is also when I talk about middle field open, because they are pretty much bracketing the outside. They got the rolling coverages on CeeDee Lamb way, and the middle field be open. Well, let's take advantage of that. Let's figure out a way to utilize these two tight end sets, chip and release or chip and stay back or whatever it may be. If we can have Jake Ferguson to get busy in his third season now, right?
Yeah.
If we can get him going even more. The third season, sometimes you just blow all the way up and do some crazy things.
Yeah, go crazy.
Go crazy. And I think that is about to happen, man. He spoke very glowingly of Jake Ferguson. And John Stevens, Coach Wells said that, hey, he done added mass, man. So he needed size, so I can't wait to see him out there on the field. This is team tight end all the way. I hope that these tight ends can get these teams out of this lighter box look and bring in some heavier sets so that we can still press and run those seam routes, because that's what you got Giddy off of, knowing that Gronkowski was a nightmare matchup, bro.
Man,
what you gonna do? You slide the safety down, strong safety down. He don't have the hips, You gonna push him and knock him out the way. You put the linebacker on him, he can't carry him.
Kill him.
He gonna kill him. So you didn't really need a dynamic running back with the New England Patriots. That's why they did for many a moons the running back by committee, because they had the two tight end set. And while Hernandez was doing all type of stuff with blades and knives and stuff, he was another guy that you had to adhere to, because he was the low tight end who can kill you with the whip routes and what have you and get out to the edge. So hopefully, man, we bring that to the table. This could be a dynamite season, ladies and gentlemen. Thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Can y'all do us a huge favor? Continue to like, share this content, and continue to encourage us to grow, because this is just the beginning, baby. Let's get it. DC for life, not for short. We up out.
Rico, you ain't lie.
Maybe I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna